I'm very happy for you to put your super focus on the other AP level, high level courses and not necessarily math and science.
We are going out to Colorado at the end of the summer. Is there anything that we should check out from your
Yeah.
opinion if we're just going to be there?
Yeah. Couple of colleges that come to my mind immediately. That's exactly right, Andy. It's called demonstrated interest. So if you've got this one email that you'll be using to go visit schools, they see you actually physically were there. That's demonstrated interest. End up working for their uncle or their aunt or their brother or their brother-in-law or their, whatever, their mom's, whatever. No, it doesn't matter. That's how most people kind of start. It's a connection. And you have some amazing connections in your family. Something can come of it. And again, it shows initiative that you created this for yourself. Andy, you passed the driving part?
Did.
That is the only part. That's the hard part. Did you
We're
have to
sitting
park?
here trying to get him organized with mom's like gas credit card so he doesn't lose it, and Apple Pay and
Oh, I have credit card stories about my daughters for another time. One of them was fine. One of them wasn't so pretty. Let's just say there was money spent in places that wasn't allowed, like shopping and tacos.
Yeah.
we just had that conversation. It's only
Yeah.
for gas and it's only for parking. He gets money otherwise in Apple Pay for all of that other stuff. So
Okay.
we have to keep them separate or we have a big problem.
So let me just tell you, Andy, to just like save yourself a whole lot of like grief. Your parents will know what's going on. Somehow my younger daughter thought I wouldn't know. I knew everything. I had notifications for every single thing that was spent. So when stores started coming up and tacos, my daughter, by the way, went to University of Tampa, so she wasn't that far away from both of us right now. But anyway, congratulations on the driving test.
Thank you.
Did you park? Did you have to park?
I did.
Let me hear.
This one's hard because I did in her car, and her car is not exactly small. So I had to fit between these cones, and it was not easy. I almost hit one.
But you didn't.
I didn't.
Oh, this is so good. Were you nervous?
Very. I was sweating all over the wheel.
Sure, you're not the first.
I'm
Oh,
a nervous driver.
congratulations. What's that?
I'm a nervous driver.
Yeah, you will be for a little while until you completely are. And then, yeah, I'm not sure that being a little bit nervous now is not a good, I think it's a good thing. How's the merging on the highway?
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I think that's a really wise decision. One of the things I didn't have a chance to mention because it's kind of easier in a conversation is, Andy, if you were to say to me that you were going to be an engineer or a business major or something like that, I might feel differently about the math level, but your politics, poli sci, maybe history, journalism, all of those things.
I don't need
So what's that?
I don't need as much math.
Well, you need the math, and I want the schools that you're applying to, you cannot take a low level math. So you need
No.
that, right. So you're already doing that. And the school you go to, we know is very kind of STEMmy. I'm very happy for you to put your super focus on the other AP level, high level courses and not necessarily math and science.
I just had a question about, I know he hasn't started researching the colleges yet. That's coming up and his list will expand. We are going out to Colorado at the end of the summer. Is there anything that we should check out from your opinion if we're just going to be there?
Yeah. Couple of colleges that come to my mind immediately are University of Colorado, which is in Boulder.
We're going to be there.
CU Boulder. You're going to be in Boulder?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. We're going to go through Boulder before we go out further west, but yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
You can see University of Denver and Colorado College kind of come to my mind offhand.
Okay.
And if you're going to do this and you have the time, I would do the tour and information session.
Yeah.
What's that, Andy?
Yeah, we usually do that. Like when we went to DC, we did that for every school.
When you do that, sign up with the email that you'll be using to eventually apply to colleges. Typically, that's not your school email. Would that be your school email, Andy, or would it be Gmail?
I think I'd do it with my Gmail.
I think
Good.
we should use the same Gmail you already use. Yeah, because
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
That's what we use for
exactly what you should do. Do you have any idea why I'm saying this?
Isn't it because they like certain schools track your interest?
Exactly. That's exactly right, Andy. It's called demonstrated interest. So if you've got this one email that you'll be using to go visit schools, they see you actually physically were there. That's demonstrated interest. You took the tour and information session, and then you're going to sign up to get emails from them in the future, more demonstrated interest. Then you're going to apply with that same email. Everything is going to be connected to that you, Andy. So that's good. Do you happen to remember from the curriculum the 4 tiers of college admission in terms of what's most important in the 4 tiers?
Okay, grades number one, I believe.
Yes, and grades combined with rigor.
Oh, rigor.
Yeah, keep going.
Class
Andy.
detail.
You got it.
Okay, so after rigor, I know demonstrated interest was like last.
So demonstrated interest is one of the things. Jack doesn't have it as one of his top 4, but it's in there. And for some schools, like let's say
Legacy was like last.
what was?
Wasn't legacy last? Or
Okay,
maybe
so legacy is a whole other thing because a lot of schools don't have legacy anymore. A lot of them do, but a lot of them don't, and a lot of them are doing away with it. I can debate you on either side. I can go either way because I've given this a lot of thought over the years. And in some ways, I think it's a really great thing and meaningful and important. And in some ways, I understand why colleges are doing away with it because from an opportunity point of view, it sometimes takes away opportunities from students who should have them. So anyway, but yeah, okay, so legacy, demonstrated interest, 2 of them. So far, we've got rigor and grades, standardized test scores. Yeah, so SAT, ACT, number 2. Now, during COVID, a lot of schools went test optional. That is, well, not in Florida. The Florida State schools did not. But that's coming back, even for the schools that didn't, it's coming back, okay? Then the next thing are your essays. You don't have to worry about your essays until about this time next year, we'll be starting it. So you've got plenty of time, okay? Just put it aside for now. And then the 4th thing is something that we're already starting to talk about and think about, and that's your story, Andy. And you have a very cool story and some very fascinating interests that started when you were very young and seemed to be something that you were authentically, genuinely excited about. Not something I find, what's that?
Very much.
This is not something that is typical for someone your age, so this is fantastic. So we really want to build your story, including the courses you take. That's part of your story, which is why I didn't care as much about the AP Pre-Calc. Okay. So those are the 4 tiers of admission, but you're right. Demonstrated interest, legacy, these things play in if you were applying as an athlete. You know, all these things have a part, but a small part. Okay. No athlete for you.
No athlete for me.
Okay. That's just fine. Any questions about any of that? That has to be, they have to have meetings. They have to need help. There has to be something there that you can do. I keep coming back to offer to help with social media. A lot of these groups don't know how to do it or don't do it well and don't appeal to the generation that you want to appeal to, Andy. Get them coffee, be a fly on the wall. I'm serious. That's another, you know, if you have an in for an organization like that, even if you do it twice in the summer.
Let's find out. You have the
Yeah.
resume that just has like a basic, you know, what your passion is on there and the service you've done. So you just need to type them both in email in a way that says, I'm willing to do 4 shadow days over the summer, whatever, but that doesn't have to be an official program that they have to put you in. Okay, we'll do that.
Here's the thing, the less official it is, Andy, the more it shows your initiative. And again, it shows initiative that you created this for yourself. Okay, especially at your age. Any questions about any of this?
No, you gave us some good ideas, I think, today to kind of solidify the summer a little bit better.
Yeah, and it's a little bit here and there, which also gives you the freedom to live life,
Yes.
right? Andy's eyes, these are
He
priceless.
wants to work out a little bit, get some
Uh,
muscles, and maybe do a little SAT prep, like just start to do some practice questions, but not stressful. We want to do
So-
little stuff without over stressing this summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one thing that my teachers all agree on is that I'm a good writer. I always get credit. There have been times in AP World where no one else has passed, and I'll get like an A on the writing, like a writing
Seriously.
practice.
Has that always been the case for you?
Generally, yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of your talents. It's inherent talent, which is great.
Just, we expect great things out of your essay then, Andy.
No pressure. And the essay is a very different kind of writing. I don't know how much you know about it. It is not like writing a paper at all. You're writing about you, and we have lots of time. We didn't really discuss this, but it's a very different kind of writing, but I think you'll really enjoy it.